I'm Shay and I work at Perth NRM, and I'm here today with our soil health champion, Tom Mitchell, here in his property in West Gingin. Tell us about what you grow here on your property, Tom.
Well, we grow a variety of things. So we've got the market garden where we grow mainly pumpkins and a cover crop over winter. And then in the orchard we grow citrus. We've got 3 varieties of mandarins that we grow there, so imperials, satsumas and Hicksons, and we grow limes as well.
Yeah. So what sort of soil type are you able to grow? Like what do you have given here?
Yeah, typical Swan coastal plain, a little bit heavier than some other areas. We've got the remnant bush here is chewit and red gum, so there's a little bit of oomph underneath, a little bit of colour. That helps, certainly in the orchard, it's handy. In the market garden, the crops we grow aren't that deep rooted, so they don't take as much advantage of that better soil type underneath. But it's predominantly Swan coastal plain.
Yeah. So with the Swan coastal plain soil type that you have here, so how do you manage the soil and how do you manage to improve your soil health for your crops?
Yeah, it's changed over the years. So we've gone from farming conventionally, I guess, and with a lot of cultivation, particularly in the market garden, because that was seen as, the soil's just there to hold the plant up, and so we just did everything to keep it as bare as we possibly could, keep all those weeds out and all those sort of approaches. But over time we've changed that, and so we're now heading towards as little cultivation as possible. We still do a little bit, but we try and minimise that as much as we possibly can. Putting in the cover crops is all about trying to increase our soil carbon. It's about trying to increase the soil biology and the diversity in that. And it's a little bit about dealing with hard pan layers. So we've grown some species that will have deep rooting systems that will get through that. So that's part of our approach here. In the orchard, we have inter-row species just to protect that, keep the ground cool, keep something green there, keep something growing all the time. We can mulch underneath the trees, so that helps as well. When we're fertilising and when we're irrigating, we try and put a carbon source with that. So particularly on the sandy soils, you get a lot of leaching because it'll just go straight through if you get a heavy rainfall event. So if you've got a little bit of carbon there to hold on to that, that's always handy.
Yeah. And with your irrigation, is there ways that you manage how much you water on these soils?
Yeah, so we'll use moisture probes in all the different varieties in the citrus orchard, so not just one probe for the whole orchard. So each variety uses water differently, which has amazed us. And then with each of our plantings with the pumpkins, we do the same thing. So at every stage, we know how much water they're demanding. We're not putting on too much. So we're able to monitor what's happening in the root zone and monitoring if we're going past the root zone with the water, which is what we're not aiming to do.
Yeah. Well, that's great. It's great to hear what techniques and styles you're using to help improve your soil health and therefore get a really great crop out of it. Thanks, Tom.
No worries.